sodium bicarb. It's about 12 cents. Let's do that. There are different kinds of tumors, doctor. One is a solid mass, one is blood that flows through the bloodstream. Um, Probably more difficult to treat these, although we had some good results using antifungal drugs back then. The solid masses, let's say I have prostate cancer. What could you do? How do you deliver sodium bicarb to my prostate?
The problem is that sodium bicarbonate is effective if you can put in contact the sodium bicarbonate with the cancer.
Okay.
So you have to reach the cancer directly in the depth of the organism. So if you want to reach the prostate cancer, you have to locate before a catheter in the artery, the pudenda artery, or hypogastric artery that reaches the prostate. Then you can administer through a port cat connected to the catheter the sodium bicarbonate directly to the prostate and kill fungi, because the concentration of the salt is very high, because you used the artery that is directly feeding the organ. So it is important for the prostate, the liver, for the spleen, for the kidney, and other organs, internal organs, to locate catheters. Instead, for the cavities, pleura, peritoneum, you have to locate a transperitoneal or a pleural catheter to reach directly the cornea. Have you seen the white lamps?
Yes.
If you wash the pleura, I have the result after 1 week. After 1 week, I can show you, all the pleura was red, and the lumps disappeared in 1 week. The pleura is amazing how it regressed, the cancer in the pleura.
So this is a pleural cavity cancer. In those cases, catheters are needed. I can see a whole new business being developed by making catheters specific to this. One thing that overwhelms me as you're talking is the safety and the simplicity of this. Can we talk a little bit about the way I ended the last segment? We have surgery, probably a good idea. If I had a lump in my body, I'd probably have it taken out. But in America, you have to sign, once you get the lump out, that you will take chemotherapy and radiation. As I referenced, I don't need to. It's all over the United States. It's in the medical journals. Chemotherapy and radiation are carcinogenic. They can cause cancer. This therapy that you're talking about, sodium bicarbonate delivered via a catheter to a tumor site, where's the harm? It seems very, very harmless. They're not potent, dangerous medicines.
No, it's not dangerous, because there is a remote possibility of infection, but there is the life on the other hand. And then there are some type of cancer. Breast cancer doesn't need the catheter. Bladder cancer, brain cancer, breast and bladder cancer with the sodium bicarbonate can heal in 99% without surgery, without chemotherapy, without radiotherapy, and let the organs there. Softly you can remove the cancer just with local infiltration or ureter catheterization. So it's very simple.
Right.
It's a harmless.
This is amazing. You're saying a urethral catheter can deliver sodium bicarb to the bladder.
Yeah.
Are you saying with breast cancer, a little incision, squirt?
6 days, everybody healed. 6 days. The breast is spared. I don't know why you don't try.
Have there been... therein lies the question, because did you ever see the ad, folks, on TV, where the guy at work says, "Where are we going to lunch?" Same place, same thing. We're creatures of habit in America. The doctor said I have cancer, so I do. The doctor said to take chemo, so I do. We need to start thinking a little bit out of the box. Dr. Simoncini, I need to ask you a question. You're an oncologist. You went through all of this medical training, and before that, medical school. You learned the way that big companies wanted you to learn. When was the epiphany? When did Dr. Simoncini say, go home and say to his wife, oh my gosh, I have discovered something amazing? When?
It was a long time ago, but the first step is that when I was at the first lesson of histology, and the professor told us, the big professor, the cancer is a mystery. So I thought, they are stupid. We are, in this century, plenty of marvelous things, and cancer is a stupidity, is a mystery. And then I studied. And the more I studied, the more I understood the stupidities. This is the first step. Then I criticized at once, because if a man, normal person, read 1, 2, 3 chapters, and at the end of the chapter there is the dark. A normal person would say, this is a stupidity, but we have the research, I don't care. But we have the devices, I don't care. What are you doing if you don't know where you have to go? This is the first step. Then I prayed the Lord, please give me a light, because I see terrible sufferings. I was in a pediatric oncologic ward, and all the children died from cancer. And I prayed, and Lord gave me because I was looking for the truth, but in the suffering. I was suffering looking when I was looking the poor children dying with chemo, with radiation, and so on. So in a moment, I perceived that the psoriasis is a fungus, and the medicine said incurable fungus, uncurable fungus, uncurable tumor, uncurable fungus.
Oh, Dr. Simoncini is with us today. I am touched by this. I feel like crying myself.